In the heart of a big city lived a family of bunnies, a mommy bunny, a daddy bunny, and their 3 little baby bunnies. Their house was small but cozy, with a big front yard filled with flowers and vegetables and a little fence that kept them safe. Every day, the baby bunnies would wake up before sunrise, stretch their little bodies and hop around the house. They loved to play hide and seek among the carrots and cabbages until it was time for breakfast. Mummy Bunny would prepare carrot sticks and parsley leaves and all the yummy food bunnies like to eat. And after breakfast, the fun would continue until it was time to take a nap. One day, when the baby bunnies were playing in the yard, they started arguing about who was the fastest. "I'm the fastest," said Benny, the eldest. "No, I am," said Bella. "No, me," said Bobby, the youngest. They argued and argued until Mummy Bunny called them over. "What's all this noise about?" she asked. "We want to know who is the fastest," said Benny. So Mummy Bunny had an idea. She took a leaf from her carrot bag and tied it to Benny's tail. "All right, start," she said, and Benny hopped as fast as he could to the big oak tree at the end of the yard. But before he could reach it, the leaf fell off his tail. "Oh no," said Benny, disappointed. Mummy Bunny smiled and said, "Maybe you're not the fastest, but you can be the bravest." Then she tied the leaf to Bella's tail and said, "Go." Bella was very scared. She didn't like the idea of going so far away from home, but seeing her brothers cheering her on, she started hopping. She went under the rose bushes, over the wooden fence, and then to the oak tree. When she reached it, the leaf came off her tail, and she sat down, feeling proud of herself. "Well done, Bella," said Daddy Bunny, giving her a big hug. "You were indeed very brave." After a while, it was Bobby's turn. Mummy Bunny tied the leaf to his tail and said, "Go." Bobby was very excited. He liked the idea of going on an adventure. He hopped past the rose bushes and the wooden fence without slowing down until he reached the oak tree. But just as he got there, the leaf flew off his tail. "Oh no," said Bobby, feeling sad because he didn't win. Mummy Bunny came over and said, "It's all right, Bobby. You may not be the fastest or the bravest, but you can be the kindest." Then she gave him 3 dandelion seeds. "What do I do with these?" asked Bobby. "When you find someone who needs help, you give them 1 seed," said Mummy Bunny. "And when they help you, you give them the other 2 seeds. That way, you'll make 2 friends along the way." Bobby thought for a moment. "But how will I find someone who needs help?" he asked. Mummy Bunny smiled and said, "Just look around. Someone, somewhere, might need your help." So Bobby started walking around the yard. Meanwhile, Benny and Bella were playing with a ball when they heard a small voice. "Can anyone help me? Please help me." They looked around, but they couldn't see anyone. Then they saw the ball moving by itself. It rolled closer, and they saw that a ladybug was stuck underneath it. "Don't worry, little ladybug," said Bella, "we'll help you." She pushed the ball away from the ladybug, and Benny brought some parsley leaves for her to eat. The ladybug was very grateful. "Thank you so much," she said. "You're welcome," said Benny. "We're happy to help." Then Bobby came over with a big smile. "Do you need some help?" he asked. "Why?" asked the ladybug. "Because my mummy told me to give these to someone who needed help," said Bobby. "Oh, well, thank you," said the ladybug. "You're welcome," said Bobby, as he handed her the seeds. The ladybug flew away, happy to have made 2 new bunny friends. Then Bobby, Benny, and Bella started walking together around the yard. Soon, they heard another small voice. "Can anyone help me? Please help me." They looked around and saw a little worm stuck in the mud. "Don't worry, little worm," said Bella. "We'll help you." She used her paw to dig the worm out of the mud. "Thank you so much," said the worm. "You're welcome," said Bella. "We're happy to help." Then Bobby came over with a big smile. "Do you need some help?" he asked. "Why?" asked the worm. "Because my mummy told me to give these to someone who needed help," said Bobby. "Oh, well, thank you," said the worm. "You're welcome," said Bobby. As he handed her the seeds, the worm wiggled happily into the ground. Then Bobby, Benny, and Bella started walking together around the yard. Soon they heard another small voice. "Can anyone help me? Please help me." They looked around and saw a little mouse stuck in a hole. "Don't worry, little mouse," said Benny. "We'll help you." He used his paws to dig the mouse out of the hole. "Thank you so much," said the mouse. "You're welcome," said Benny. "We're happy to help." Then Bobby came over with a big smile. "Do you need some help?" he asked. "Why?" asked the mouse. "Because my mummy told me to give these to someone who needed help," said Bobby. "Oh, well, thank you," said the mouse. "You're welcome," said Bobby, as he handed her the seeds. The mouse scampered away, happy to have made 2 new bunny friends. The 3 baby bunnies continued to walk around the yard until it was time to go back home. When Mummy Bunny saw them coming, she asked, "Did you have fun?" "Yes," said Bobby. "I found someone who needed help. Just like you said." "That's wonderful," said Mummy Bunny, giving him a big hug. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're the biggest, the strongest, or the smartest. What matters is that you're kind and helpful. The 3 baby bunnies nodded. They understood that being helpful made them feel good inside. As the sun started to set, the family of bunnies gathered together in their cozy home. They talked about their day and all the new friends they had made. The baby bunnies snuggled up to their mum and dad, feeling loved and happy. And as they drifted off to sleep, they dreamed of all the adventures that awaited them in the big city, knowing that with kindness and courage they could face anything.